Today I'm going to show you how to set up a science journal entry. Today we're going to do observation and wonder. And to do this you're going to need your composition notebook. It looks like this. And if you don't have it yet, I want you to pause right now and then go get it. Okay, now you should have your composition notebook. And then what I want you to do is find your first open page. So you might have some writing from other things in there. And you're going to keep going. And for me, I have lots of writing because I use mine for all sorts of things. Pictures and all sorts of stuff. Lists and numbers. And way over here at the end is where I have an open page. And when I say open page, I mean two pages, a left page and a right page, because we're going to need both of them. And first we're going to start just on the left page. And here we're going to be drawing a picture. And on this top part, this is what I like to call the space bar. We're going to write our title. Rabbit brush observation. Scientists observe with their eyes and their ears. That's observe. Oops, that's an A-tion. They observe with their eyes, their ears, they smell things, they touch things. They use all their senses to notice the world around them. And so on this page, we're going to be drawing a picture about the things that we see on the rabbit brush. Now, you probably already have lots of ideas in your head about what things you saw. And so those things you're going to add to this page. And I want you to think about the 3 or 4 most important things, the most interesting to you, and to put them down. Okay, so that's rabbit brush observation. This will be a picture here. On the right side, we're going to make a chart. And to do this chart, you're going to make a T chart. You're going to split your paper in half. And I like to go I like to fold to the pink line or the red line. And I do that because then you have 2 spaces right here that are the same size. And then I am going to make this a T. Just like this, like this. And then up here I'm going to extend my T. There's my T chart. You see how it's a T? And a T chart is great for putting 2 different things where they have rows across that you can write about the same thing. So on one side, I'm going to write the things I observe. Observation, the things I see or hear from the 360-degree image. And on this side over here, this is the right side and this is the left side. Observation, over here are the questions I have. What are the things I wonder? So I want you to pause right now, and I want you to set up this book just like this. And then I'm going to show you how to fill this out. So we got rabbit brush observation, and then we got observation and wonder chart. Okay, so pause when you have this all set up, then I want you to press play again. Okay, so now your book should look just like mine, and now I'm going to show you what I want you to do with this. So what I would like you to do is to go back to your 360-degree image of the rabbit brush. And then I'd like you to record the things that you notice in a picture. Now, in a picture, we could think about the rabbit brush and, boy, we'd have to draw yellow all over. But scientists draw in a way where they show just the important parts. So you might just draw one little stick of rabbit brush and one other little stick of rabbit brush and maybe a couple flowers on it. Right? Because if we draw them all, you won't have any room to put any of the other things. And now you might have some crayons or some markers. If you wanted to add some color, you could do that too. So now as a scientist, I know that I've got some yellow flowers here. And I might even write that down with a label. I might say, yellow flower. That would be one thing I noticed, right? Now I remember on that yellow flower, there was lots of different insects. And I want to zoom into one that I found that I thought was really interesting. There was this little guy, and he had little antennae. And you know what color he was? He was green. And so I'm going to draw this guy kind of green. And I noticed when I was looking at his picture that he had a name. His name was an aphid. And I can write that right there. Now, one thing you can't really tell that that's an aphid by looking at it, but if I zoom in, and so one thing you could do is you could draw a little picture and then you could go zoop, like a point almost, and then I draw a big circle and I write zoom. And now I can get detailed and I can draw that aphid. Now that's what I found interesting. I want to see what you find that's interesting. He had a big body and he had little tiny legs, 6 little legs, just sticking out like that. And he had a little antenna. And he was green. So that's what I drew. Now I've got lots of other ideas of what I want to draw, but right now I want you to get a chance to draw. I just drew my little aphid right there. Now for my observation, what can I write here? This is for writing notes. Well, what did I see? Whoops, I'm not going to use pencil. I'm using pen so that it shows up a little darker and you can see it. I saw a little green bug named an aphid. Okay, and now I'm going to think, well, that's what I saw, but what do I wonder about that? Well, what I wonder is this. I'm wondering, what does the aphid eat? What does the aphid eat? And guess what else I'm wondering? What eats the aphid? I wonder if it has any predators in here. Because I also saw another picture of a crab spider that looked like it was eating this aphid. That's maybe what I'm going to write next. And I could draw a picture of that, write my observation, and write some more questions. And I want you to keep going along here. So your picture and your observation and question should all kind of match. Do you see how the aphid is here, here, and here? And so now I can draw the next thing. And then write an observation about it and write a question about it. Okay, so that's going to be your job today. I'd like you to get 3 things on your picture, at least 3. You can definitely do more. At least 3 on your picture, 3 in your observation column, and 3 in your wonder column. And that's going to be a great start to recording your thinking just like a scientist.